I'm gonna try to make this video. I don't want to. I'm just gonna give it one take, one shot, and hopefully it'll be good enough. I hate making videos like this. I don't want to make videos like this, but I feel like I have to for a few reasons. Reason number one would be I want to be truthful. I want to be genuine to you people. I don't want to hide things because I don't want to give like a false impression, false hope or something. Stick around with me. I'm very bad at English. I'm trying my best to be truthful to you people. Part of the truth, even though it's not something that I like, or the biggest problem with me is I don't have to make this video. And that's what sucks because I could just keep going, keep doing what I gotta do on YouTube and nobody will ever know. People might have like questions like, well, why did it take you so long? Or why is this happening? Or you look fatter than usual. For the most part, right? Let's just say the subscriber count. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Let's cut that in half. Let's say I have like 500 serious viewers. Out of that 500 people that I would be talking to normally, I could just wait until things get better, but I feel like I need to update things. That's the whole point of this channel. I'll admit that when I first made this channel, I didn't think it was gonna get any traction. I just love playing Dance Dance Revolution, In the Groove, dance games in general. I thought it would be cool because my main channel, which is all about vlogs, I thought it would be cool to have like a actual theme YouTube channel, because my main channel is like all over the place. This is the first YouTube channel that I've made like with consistently over 50 videos that are actually part of a niche, of a theme, of a subject, of a topic. What I need to talk about with you today is my weight loss problem I'm having. I really don't. It sucks that I have to talk about this. Not like that I'm mad that I'm talking about it. I'm like hurt that I've gotten to this point. And I'm trying to fix it. I'm not like giving up or something, but let's just... My lowest point was in the 240s, right? Now, I want to give you an exact number, but I'm using like a $10, $15 Walmart scale, so I don't know how accurate they are. To me, it was just good enough to give me like a general idea. My scale was in the 240s, mid 240s, right? I think 244, 245 was my lowest point according to the cheap scale. Currently, I am back, unfortunately, into the 260s. So I've gained at least 15 pounds since reaching my lowest point. It's not like a, well, how did that happen? It's not that kind of situation at all. I actually know exactly what happened. And I wish that I could have prevented it. But I mentioned this in my Discord. I've talked to a lot of people about this. I don't have any addictions, which is good. But some people, right, especially a lot of smokers that I know, right? A lot of smokers I know are skinny because they smoke cigarettes more than they eat. And that keeps them not eating as much food as they usually would. And they stay skinny because of that. Other people replace eating with like drinking and stuff like that. I don't do anything. My addiction is DDR, but I can't just like the way people pull a pack of cigarettes out of their pocket or walk to a gas station and grab a beer or whatever. I need to get to an arcade to play as of right now because I moved out of my house, or I would need to find a new place to set up my LTech, but I can't because I'm in the process of moving across the country. The reason I gained so much weight, again, this is not excuses. I know I could have prevented it. It's just there's a lot on my plate at the moment. So I thought I should just be upfront with you people. Try to keep this video as short as possible. but I just want to explain. I do talk with people in Discord about these kind of situations, but I'm assuming there's a few people on YouTube that are not in my Discord, so they have no idea about any of this, what I'm about to say. A few weeks ago, or I guess closer to a month ago, we had a bad phone call. My wife's grandfather was really, really ill. And he's been ill for a while, but like it got really, really bad, and he was old. He was almost like 80 years old. We rushed over there. I had to stop business. I had to stop working. I had to drive almost 300 miles away. When we got there, the worst case scenario happened. He passed away. I know it's not my grandfather. I know people don't care for situations like that, but I really liked him. I mean, he wasn't perfect, but he was like a very nice man. Felt like he was my grandfather from the way he treated me, the way I respected him. And that took a toll on us. It took a toll. It definitely didn't take as big a toll on me, of course, as it did to my wife. And seeing my wife the way she was put me to feel hurt and stuff like that. So during that time, I didn't really have comfort. I can't seek comfort from my wife because this is her family, this is her situation. I'm just there to comfort her. I'm there to support her. I didn't have any family where her family lives to like keep me busy to talk with or anything like that. So I was just eating a bunch, like a lot. I'm talking like this is a diet focused channel and I'm gonna mention food. I'm so stupid. I was having a lot of cheeseburgers, a lot of milkshakes. I love food. Food calms me down. Food makes me happy. And when I strip food away, as long as nothing is like going on around me, which I need to fix. I'm totally aware that this is something I need to work on. But as of right now, I am not ashamed to admit it. I'm ashamed that it happens, but I'm not ashamed to admit it. I look to food to comfort me, and I was eating a lot, especially because it's 300 miles away and there's like a lot of restaurants, a lot of food there that I can't get here. That was one thing. And even before that, my work that I do has slowed down. We have a family-owned business. My grandfather opened it in the 60s. Our family-owned business slowed down a bunch. I was barely making enough money to pay our rent and our car payment. I'm not saying these things for you to feel bad for me. I'm not looking for like donations or anything like that. I'm just trying to explain to you my situation. This is a vlogging channel. This is me showing my life. I feel like this would be the best way to continue the vlog. I was barely able to pay my rent. We was surviving every day on $5 meals from McDonald's because that's like all we could afford. Although my wife is a professional cook, like she makes some of the greatest tasting dishes I've ever had in my life. The problem is we have basically twin babies. They're 11 months apart. We can't get to the store, pick out stuff, and then come home and prepare the food while dealing with them at the same time. They're two boys. They're always into everything. When my wife is cooking, like for example, if I'm in the shower, if I'm at work, or if like I'm not with her, they're constantly trying to like go grab something off the stove and stuff like that. So it became a hassle to cook our own meals. So we end up eating out a lot, which is also not good for the diet. Stress from work, finances not being in order, not knowing if I'm going to be able to afford my next month's rent, and then the grandfather situation. I kind of just... What's that word that they say in church? There's a certain word that they say. Hold on. setbacks that I've fallen behind on everything, and it like piled on top of me, which is bad. I did not want that to happen. And I have nobody to blame but myself, because I stopped going in my garage to play on my Heltec because it's been way too hot in Florida, and my garage at the house I was renting did not have air conditioning or anything like that. It was just concrete square, which basically turns into an oven. I couldn't play in my garage a lot. I was eating more, and I wasn't going to the arcade because the arcade is really expensive. Especially trying to justify an arcade expense when you have it at home. I'm not happy that I've gained 15 pounds, 15-ish pounds. I'm really disgusted by it. I can't say hurt. Nobody gets hurt because they gain 15 pounds, but the issues that I've been going through all piled on each other, and the only thing that makes me happy these days, I mean, see, that sounds idiotic. Like, I get happy when I see my kids, when I play with my kids and we're all happy and we're playing like a board game, or I'm playing with my sons and with our Hot Wheels cars and stuff like that. But I mean, like, besides the normal things in life that make people happy, food is really high up on the list. Someone even mentioned in my Discord that my addiction might even be food, which I can't argue with. Like, I'm making this video, it kind of sounds like I'm addicted to food. Could food be an addiction though if you're eating to survive, right? Maybe just eating too much is an addiction the way I'm doing it. I don't know. Something funny that was brought up. Now that all that's been said, what is like the end result here? The good news out of all of this situation is that I recently, well, it's not good news, it's actually horrible. I left the house that I was renting. Talked with my landlord. I explained my situation, how I am moving to New Jersey, and she gave me a piece of paper to sign. We did it. We did all the deposit transaction and all that stuff. And I had so many days to leave my house, and I did. My light bill was coming out to close to $500 a month because it's so hot, and the house was so old that the air condition was barely working, so it literally would stay on 24/7. Usually air conditions stay on for a little bit, then they shut off. Then when the temperature rises, it goes on again. As soon as the temperature drops, shuts off. That's not what the air condition was doing at the house that I was renting. Altogether, I dropped by leaving the house like probably $3,400 just in bills. So that takes a huge load off of me. I loved my house, by the way, and I wish I didn't have to leave it, but life gets hard sometimes. I thank God that I have parents that I could live with temporarily. I also have my wife's parents, my in-laws, that if I ever needed to move in with them for a few days, a few weeks or whatever, they would welcome us with open arms, which again, I'm really, really thankful for. I don't know if I mentioned this on the YouTube channel yet. I am moving across country. I am moving to New Jersey. And the reason I am moving into New Jersey is because, one, my dad has a property there that he bought in like the early 90s. I would basically have free rent. Like, I wouldn't have to pay rent there. All I would be doing is paying the lights, the water, and New Jersey has gas, because a lot of stuff is gas operated there. We don't have gas bills in Florida. My bills would be essentially dropping from like $3,300 to like $700 or $800 a month, right? That's internet, water, gas, lights, cell phones, and then my car payment is separate. So whatever, the car payment helps me with work. The plan is, I'm trying to bring my L-Tech with me to New Jersey because I'm driving down. If I can fit my L-Tech into my truck bed after we get all our luggage in, right? The L-Tech is this thin, so I should be able to. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna try to bring my L-Tech to New Jersey. If I can't, I'll just buy another one once I get there. I'll leave that one here at my parents' house. The objective is, once I get into New Jersey, make a L-Tech setup again and restart my weight loss journey. Having all the stress on me and then the situation with my wife's family, it took a hit on me. And I'm not saying that the hit was unavoidable or anything like that. It obviously was. It's just that I messed up. I admit that. I fully understand I could be eating healthier. I could do other things. Doesn't have to be DDR for cardio. I could go for a jog. I could potentially go to a gym if I really wanted to. The reason I do DDR for exercise is because it's fun and it keeps me busy and I want to play it. It's just like exercising is a side effect of me enjoying my favorite game. So the plan is to restart this journey and try to get to my goal weight of 230. Was it 230? Anywhere from 220 to 230, I believe, was my goal weight. I believe it's 230. I think I said 230, and if I need to lose some extra weight, go down to 220. Pretty sure that's what I said. I don't want to be fat anymore. The weight that I did lose, I'm still like 30 pounds lost at this point. I feel so much better than I did when I was close to 300. I was like 290, right? 287 point something. I feel so much better now than I did then. I can breathe easier. I can pick up my kids, walk up and down stairs, and not have like the struggle of barely being able to breathe after doing something simple. Now I can play DDR for 3 and 4 hours straight, as I showed plenty of times on live streams. We definitely made progress. We just kind of fell back a little bit. But I plan on fixing that. I hope this video brought some insight to the situation. It's not easy to be on a diet to lose weight. I don't want to say especially for me, because that doesn't even make sense. Everybody has their challenges. Everybody has their unique issues that they go through in life. My issue is that I really love food. When I'm going through something, whether it's being nervous for something that happened, something happened with work, a bill is due, the kids broke something of mine. When anything happens like that and I'm on an empty stomach, it's like really bad. So when I eat, I feel better. I need to figure out what else could make me feel better instead of eating. If I'm being honest with you people, it's probably nothing. It's probably just something I'm gonna have to fight. But yeah, I hope that this video shows the truth behind a journey like this, and people can appreciate that it's hard to do this. There's a right way, there's a wrong way, and then there's screw-ups like me. I will see you people in the next video, hopefully restarting our journey as soon as possible. I am Nivek, and you are a blessing. Thanks for watching.